Hello friends. Once there was a king who received a gift of two magnificent falcons. They were peregrine falcons, the most beautiful birds he had ever seen. He gave the precious birds to his head falconer to be trained. Months passed, and one day the head falconer informed the king that though one of the falcons was flying majestically, soaring high in the sky, the other bird had not moved from its branch since the day it had arrived. The king summoned healers and trainers from all the land to tend to the falcon, but no one could make the bird fly. He presented the task to the member of his court, but next day the king saw through the palace window that the bird had still not moved from its perch. Having tried everything else, the king thought to himself, maybe I need someone more familiar with the countryside to understand the nature of this problem. So he cried out to his court, go and get a farmer. The next morning, the king was thrilled to see the falcon soaring high above the palace gardens. He said to his court, bring me now the doer of this miracle. The court quickly located the farmer, who came and stood before the king. The king asked him, how did you make the falcon fly? With a head bowed, the farmer said to the king with all his humility, it was very easy, your highness. I simply cut the branch where the bird was sitting. Just like a ship is not built to remain at the harbor, the falcon too is not designed to sit on its branch. We are all made to fly, but at times we sit on our branches, clinging to the things familiar to us and never attempting for a change. The possibilities in the world are endless, but most of it remains undiscovered because we never attempt to go beyond our comfort zone. We conform to the familiar, the comfortable, and the mundane. You and I weren't created for a mediocre life. There is more to life than to settle for the familiar, the mundane, and the safer zone. Are you conforming instead of breaking free to be you who are meant to be and reach for limitless success? Conformity is the jailer of satisfaction and the enemy of growth. There are people all around us who are literally there at the same place today as they were 5 years ago. They are not moving in life. They still have the same problems, the same excuses, and the same way of thinking. There are two predictable circumstances when a person is most likely to be seated on a branch that holds him back from greatness. The first is the likelihood of quitting because of a mistake he made, or rather the fear of making a mistake. And the second is after a victory or a small achievement where they don't build on their victories and remain contented on the branch of life. Everyone needs to ask a few questions. Am I also sitting on a comfortable branch? If so, what is the comfortable branch that I have been sitting on that you need to get off? What would happen if I don't get off the branch? What will I gain if I do? What is the branch holding me back from greatness? Is it fear, lack of purpose, procrastination, lack of action, swapping breathtaking talents for excessive screen time, associating with friends who choke your dreams? Or is it simply the inability to build on the victory by being satisfied with what they have done? As Thomas Edison once said, show me a thoroughly satisfied man and I will show you a failure. Now these few things I want to share with you the reasons why people don't really fly out of their branch. The first is fear. Fear is like babies. They grow larger by nursing them. Worry doesn't help tomorrow's troubles, but it does ruin today's happiness. Worry and fear is a route that leads from somewhere to nowhere and usually keeps you from going where you could have won. If your fears scream loudly on a regular basis, then you will miss out on hearing the soft whispers of your inner voice, reminding you of your potential and your capability and your creative abilities. The second reason why people remain seated on the branch is laziness. None of the secrets of success will ever work unless you work. Potentially great lives are lost simply because they swap breathtaking talents in inaction, literally doing nothing. Some people feel that their life purpose of being here on the planet is to watch mindless, endless television, play mobile games, or follow the lives of certain celebrities on social media while wasting their own away. An old saying from Benjamin Franklin says it best: laziness travels so slowly that poverty soon overtakes it. The third reason why people remain seated on the branch is friends. A Bulgarian proverb says, if you find yourself taking 2 steps forward and 1 step backward, invariably it is because you have mixed associations in your life. The simple but true fact of life is that you become like those with whom you associate for good or bad. In the eyes of average, mediocrity is always considered as outstanding. So choose your friends carefully. Be choosy about friends that hold you back in the branch of mediocrity. Just a reminder, 1 fake friend can do more damage than 5 enemies. The next reason that holds people back from flying is procrastination. Success comes to the man who does today what others are thinking of doing tomorrow. Procrastination is the grave on which opportunity is buried. Focusing on several easy and quick to do ones you could do anytime gives you this false reassurance that you are accomplishing a lot. Granted, this example of procrastination allows you to get things done, yet they are the wrong things or they are out of priority. Remember, killing time is not murder, it's suicide. Screen time. It's no secret that most of us spend too much time on our phones. While our phones are incredible tools for keeping us connected, informed, and sometimes productive, study after study is starting to show that our screen time habits can have a pretty negative impact on our focus, our attention, and productive life. The smartphones have been contributing to distracting us by way of notification, endless and mindless overuse of social media, and unending entertainment. By far, the biggest time sucks on our phone are social apps like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. These apps are just too easy to spend minutes or hours on. Screen time isn't all bad, but when we give our phones the free rein to poke us through the day, it goes from an useful tool to a total nuisance. As Robin Sharma rightly says, an addiction to distraction is the death of creative production. I repeat, addiction to distraction is the death of creative production. Finally, excuses. The person who excuses himself always ends up accusing himself. The more times in a day that you rationalize why you can't become all that you wish to be or handcraft the life that your best self wants, the more you'll hardwire the neural circuits of that belief into your brain. No one can predict to what heights you can soar. Even you will not know until you spread your wings and fly away from the branch that holds you back. Finally, action. The world doesn't pay you for what you know, but rather it pays you for what you can do. Many lives remain average because they had good intention, but no action. People judge you by your action, not by your intention. Some spend their whole lives waiting for the perfect time to do something. Few dreams come true by themselves. The test of a person lies in what he does. You can only accomplish in proportion to what you attempt. The reason why so little is accomplished is because so little is attempted. As John Maxwell beautifully puts it, the 2 most important days in a person's life are the day they are born and the day they find out why. So friends, find your why in life and fly high.